Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, class, and good afternoon to Miss Holly. Today, we are from White House team will be presenting about MBTI or Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. Before that, let me introduce my team. I'm Ananda.
I'm Herlisa.
I'm Melisya.
I'm Rangga.
I'm Celine.
So, before we are starting this presentation, I would like to know first, has anyone here already taken the MBTI test or maybe know a little bit about MBTI type? If you have taken the MBTI test, you can raise your hand with reaction. Okay, thank you everyone for your participation. So, for those of you who don't know about MBTI, here I and my team will be present everything about MBTI. So, basically, what is MBTI? MBTI or Myers-Briggs Type Indicator is a personality test with a series of questions about a person's preference in four different domains. Catherine Cook Briggs and Isabel Briggs Myers are two of the pioneers of the MBTI personality type. This MBTI personality test developed by them based on personality typology of Carl Jung. Next slide.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about four domains developed by Briggs and Myers are: the first one is introvert, symbolized and extrovert. So how a person interacts with other people or the outside world determines whether he falls into the category of introvert or extrovert. There is also a theory that views introvert and extrovert in terms of how a person channels and receives their energy. Introverts are personalities who tend to be active in thought, feel more energized when spending personal time, and value intimate interaction with few people. On the other hand, extroverts are personality-oriented towards quantity of social interaction, eager to spend time with other people, and oriented towards action instead of thinking. Number two is sensing and intuition. These types help us understand how we learn, guess, and gather information from the surrounding environment. Sensing is a type that independently studies the surrounding environment. This type learning new things by being directly involved, learning by doing. The mindset of this personality type tends to be realistic and practical. In contrast, the intuition type tends to think abstractly, imagine, and rely on intuition.
And three, thinking and feeling. If the sensory intuition personality type receives information from surrounding environment, the thinking and feeling types will determine how we weigh and make decisions. Someone who decides impersonally decides on empirical data and facts is thinking. Type would Type would tend to be logical and consistent, while the feelings type makes decisions based on the meticulous, conscious, and even considers other people. And for judging and perceiving, after deciding how we respond to the outside world around us is part of the judging and perceiving personality type. Judging is an MBTI personality type who tends to be firm and determined. You simple don't compromise. Perceiving types, on the other hand, are those are those who tend to be flexible, adaptive, even with things that have never been inculcated or followed their means before.
Okay, this is MBTI personality type. First is ENFP. E is introvert and is intuition, F for feeling, and P for perceiving. ENFP are idealistic, principled, loyal, especially to the important people in their life. This MBTI personality type has a high curiosity, is open to various possibilities. He is a flexible and adaptive figure, except for the principle he holds. Number two is ENTJ, introvert, intuition, thinking, and judging. ENTJ are people who can quickly understand pattern in an ongoing event and then develop a long-term perspective. They are independent, organized, and have a high standard to competence and performance for themselves and others. Right? And three is NFG. Introvert, intuition, feeling, and judging. NFJ are meaning seekers. He is interested in understanding other people's thought, he relationship between ideas, and even social relationship. Having a high commitment to work, this MBTI personality type wants to serve the people around him as well as possible. Number four is ENTP. This is introvert, intuition, thinking, and perceiving. The MBTI personality type is more interested in ideas than social interaction. They are theoretical and abstract people with an intelligent and calm appearance. If they have an interest, they are able to focus on exploring a problem until they find a solution. Next.
Okay, I will explain the next slide. Number 5. ENTJ. ENTJs are good state readers. He is sensitive in sorting out procedures or policies that are less efficient, and even able to develop systems to solve problems in the organization. This MBTI personality type does not hesitate to impose his ideas. Number 6. ENTP. The introvert side of MBTI's personality makes him an outspoken figure. They do not hesitate when they have to solve problems in ways that are challenging, but at the same time strategic. The ENTP type like interesting activities and get bored easily with routine. Number 7. ENFJ. ENFJs are warm, empathetic, and good listeners. The MBTI personality type is sociable, likes to make things easy and encourage others to reach their potential. He is able to accept criticism and praise well. Number 8. ENFP. ENFPs are also warm in character. He is an imaginative person with great enthusiasm. His ability to understand patterns and the relationship of information to certain events makes the ENFP confident in doing something. The MBTI personality type is sportive, flexible, spontaneous, and eloquent. Number 9. ISFJ. ISFJs are calm, conscientious, responsible, committed, painstaking, thorough, kind, loyal, and considerate. Something important will be remembered specifically. This MBTI personality likes order at home and at work.
Anda, you still mute your phone?
Okay, number 10 is ISFP. The MBTI ISFP personality is calm, sensitive, and kind. They need their own space, work, at their own pace, be present, and enjoy the present. They are committed to people or principles that are important to them because they dislike conflict or conflict. This MBTI will not impose their views or principles. Number 11 is ISTG. ISTG are calm, serious, thorough, determined, reliable, realistic, practical, and logical. His orientation is on responsibility and fact, prioritizing logic when decide something, and he likes work and orderly life. No wonder this MBTI is loyal and addressed to tradition. Next slide. Okay, there are ISTP. This MBTI have personality that tolerant and flexible. His calmness in analyzing makes him able to act quickly to find solution. Interested in casual relationship, and ESTPs can process facts efficiently and logically. Number 13 is ESVG. ESVG are characters who like to work together in harmonious environment. They are able to understand the needs of others and try to fulfill them. This MBTI wants to be appreciated as a person and for what they do. Next slide. Okay, number 14 is ESVP. This MBTI personality type is a person who is friendly, flexible, adaptive, spontaneous, loves his own life and others. He likes to learn, work with others in a logical and realistic approach. Number 15 is ESTG. ESTG are practical, realistic, fact-oriented, and assertive. He knows how to organize work efficiently to get the best result. This ESTG standards of logic helps. The ESTG standards of logic helps him make decisions quickly, sometimes forcing his plans. And the last one is ESTP. This MBTI is flexible and tolerant, likes to establish active communication, and for ESTPs, for them, theory is boring. Instead, they learn best when they have to do something directly. Okay, I'm here to summarize everything. There are 4 domains that can refer to personality type, and there are 16 different personality in MBTI. I think that's all for our presentation from our team. Thank you for this presentation. I hope this will be beneficial for all of us. If you have any question, feel free to ask. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.